Hi everybody, this is a blue and red spells deck built around Arcane Bombardment, Chandra Hope's Beacon, and Ojer Pakpatiq, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, the new snake god from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. All these cards love to play with spells, and instants in particular, so we're leaning heavily on instants over sorceries here, although you can see a couple of copies of Invoke the Winds up on the top end. Pakpatiq helps us to rebound all of our instants during our upkeep, so we get some extra mileage out of them that way. Chandra copies our spells, and Bombardment helps us reuse them in the long game. Of course, we've got the new Confounding Riddle in here, a double impulse counterspell type of card that's great for all kinds of situations. And then we've got what is slowly becoming one of my other new favorite cards, Eaten by Piranhas. I really did not expect to like this, but it's a great answer to things like Shieldred, cards with abilities that you really want to shut down, and it's often not so bad that we just kind of leave them with a 1/1 skeleton sometimes. So let's see a few games with this deck over on the ranked standard ladder. All right. Well, we got some new cards here. We're going to give this a try. Trying a nice Is It Spell Slingery deck. We got a new Snake God in standard now. We got a new picture for Abrade that we pick up off the top here. Put that over there. Very happy about Confounding Riddle. So our opponent's either on a mono-red control deck, or they got real unlucky with the creatures in their opening hand. Might be the latter. All right, Kumano faces Kakazan. We'll take one from that. Not worth the counter from me. We'll just take our turn back, play out our land, get ready for big score on turn 4. Opponent with land number 4 here leads into Bloodthirsty Adversary. Going to pick up the free counter from Kumano. They're trying to rage it. Let's try and react with this Abrade here. Looks like they got something else. No. All right, great. Nice little 2-for-1 there. Glad we waited on that. Oh, and there's Invoke the Winds off the top. Seems like every new set release I get to bring back Invoke the Winds for a week or two until people start figuring out what they're doing with their decks, and I don't get to pluck out all the new creatures that they're testing out in their decks. I don't get to steal them anymore. Kumano hits us for 2. Let's go for a big score. We'll put Piranhas in the grave for the moment. I don't think there's anything we can't handle with a normal burn spell in here. Ooh, and there's our snake friend. Let's see. Got a couple of treasures. Got some spells in hand. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Now, the snake, it's exciting, but it's also 4/3, and so it's just begging to be lightning struck here. Okay. Yeah, if we can survive, get some rebounds going, it's going to be good. Opponent's got a Thundering Raiju. Well, let's try this. Let's do Confounding Riddle. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. So Pakpatiq's going to give it rebound. All right, so we get to test this out here and see. We should be able to choose. Since I don't think Rebound cares about the mode. Yes. So now we can choose the Impulse mode on Confounding Riddle. Oh, this card's so good. And like I had no idea an uncommon would be like one of the most exciting things for me about this set. Mixed priorities, I guess, over here. Let's play with Fire Kumano. We got the snake on board, so we're going to rebound it anyway. All right, that goes through. We're going to play with fire on our next turn. Let's go hit the opponent for 4, bring them to 16, and just pass it on over. We've even got Malcolm in hand for some other flash fun. I think this is fine. Opponent's got a Stormseeker for me here. Okay, no other creatures, so it's just going to give it self-haste. Well, we're still at 17. We've been able to mitigate the flow of damage so far. I think we just take this. Opponent ready to pass. Yeah, let's flash out a Malcolm here. Anything? Play with fire from the opponent. That'll do it. Yep, there it is. All right, so the snake actually just too big for play with fire. We're going to rebound our own play with fire here and grab a scry. Oh, and this happens before our draw step? Oh, wow. Oh, that's... Well, a person could get used to that. We'll just say that. Well, I'm a mana short of Chandra. It's not really worth stealing the Stormseeker, so let's Lightning Strike it. Get our free rebounded Lightning Strike next turn. Drop our opponent 10 with an attack from the snake. And we get to keep up Confounding Riddle. Yeah, I would say so. Opponent scoops it up. Good game. All right, back here again. A lot of instances in here, except for Eaten by Piranhas. It kind of breaks the theme a little bit, but I really wanted to try it out. Part of the problem... Ooh, mana. No. Bouncing the mana creature. Chandra, yeah, we'll keep you. Got nothing else to do. We got tons of lands. What was I saying? Oh, in Is It, part of the problem when I'm putting spells together for these decks is that nothing easily handles Shieldred. Well, nothing good easily handles Shieldred. There's Spirit Rend or something like that. No mana creatures. We're going to Piranha that. Nothing easily handles Shieldred and is good. Whereas this is a 2-mana Shieldred answer. And I don't really care if there's a 1/1 left over as long as Shieldred's off the board. So that's kind of the thought process there. We'll see if it actually becomes relevant, but for now we're just annoying our opponent, turning its precious mana creature into a skeleton. All right, 4 mana, big score, turn 4. That's my mantra over here. I'm gonna have to get a tattoo of that at some point. Opponent trying to invoke the Ancients. Let's counter that with Confounding Riddle. An opponent comes over for 1 with their skeleton. 5 mana. Might be on the hook for another big score. I still don't know what the opponent's doing. They appear to be trying to ramp out big stuff. Opponent's got a Kodama. Do we counter that? I don't think so. So they can pluck a land out, but I don't think that really bothers me. I'd rather save the riddle for the next giant thing they're going to try to play. No trigger? Opponent's going to glimpse the core, getting a forest out. Oh, it's a modified creature, but it's modified with our stuff. So there's no trigger from the Kodama. Big score finds us another big score. We've got Invoke the Winds. Let's go for Chandra here. Chandra's going to be able to clear this board out and set us up real nicely. Let's go 3 and 3. All right, opponent's creature's down. They're at 6 mana. Let's play out our lounge here. So either way, we're kind of shields down, but we're also set up to take whatever big thing they play. I see. Opponent's got Storm the Festival, gets 2 Evolving Adaptives. So nothing big. So we're not going to see anything bigger than a 5-drop, most likely. Well, let's use Chandra to get some mana, double up these Invoke the Winds. Take both the things they got off their Storm. And got enough mana here. Let's just pass. I'm going to hold this mountain just so we can big score if the opponent doesn't have anything to do here. No, they do. I'm going to defile. Well, as we've seen before with these modal spells, Chandra copies the mode. So double counterspell, can't impulse. We pick up a Xander's Lounge off the top. Well, let's double up a big score then. Chandra's favorite pastime. We get Flick a Coin and Stoke the Flames. Lots of treasure mana. Well, let's use Chandra a little bit. We got a decent amount of cards in hand. Don't need to go digging with her right now. Snake God triggers the adaptives. We'll attack for 4. And we're set up to do some rebounding if we can keep our snake around. Opponent with a Greeters, that's okay. Opponent with another Merge Keeper. I think that's alright. Makes a treasure, okay. And, oh, a Simian Simulacrum. Alright, well, we're going to have to, I think we're going to have to time this right. We've got Flick a Coin. So they're going to put counters on the Merge Keeper. And it looks like the Greeters are trying to get a +1/+1 counter as well. So let's go Flick a Coin on the Merge Keeper. Chandra's going to copy that, and the snake's going to rebound it. So that means... okay, opponent scoops it up. Good game. All right, well, we at least have lands. We got a 2-drop and a 6-drop in our opener here. Opponent's starting off with a Plains. All right, well, let's see if we can get an early Malcolm out. Opponent, you would put a Reach Death Touch creature in there when I'm trying to sneak out a flashy Malcolm on my second turn. All right, it's okay. It's all right. We got Burn in here. Maybe we can dig something up. It is quite an effective Stonewall, though, those little Death Touch creatures. King Darien. I'm going to counter that. You don't see a lot of that in Standard, and I'm not a smart man, but I don't think anything good can come of leaving that around. Yeah, we drew our Lightning Strike. Let's get rid of this and go in for the attack with Malcolm here. Opponent drops to 18. We draw. Let's discard Lounge. I kind of doubt Malcolm will live long enough to help us start casting things, but a loot is a loot, and I will take it. Invoke the Winds, the draw. Let's get in with Malcolm again. Not enough mana for the Wanderer. We've got a Fierce Retribution instead. Malcolm is down. Let's go ahead and big score. All right, we get the land anyways. We can put that down. All right, opponent, put down something big. Luminarch Veteran. Regal Bunnicorn. All right, not big, but has the potential to be big. One of the best arts from Wilds of Eldraine. Let's see here. If we can put down Chandra. And then use Chandra to clear up this board a little bit. Nice thing about Chandra, we don't really care too much about her loyalty levels if we're not really planning on burning our opponent out with her directly. She's really more of an enabler. Static ability, both plus abilities, just lovely. Okay, opponent replays the Luminarch. Goes Cosmic Rebirth on King Darien. For some reason, I always want to call him King Julian, but at any rate, we're going to add some mana here. We're going to go blue-blue. Invoke the Winds. So we'll pick the Flipped Veteran. Chandra's going to copy that. And we'll take King Darien here. And what does he do? Okay. Haven't played a lot with King Darien. I suppose we could activate its ability to put counters on our stuff. Okay, opponent got one card left in hand. Double Invoke the Winds really kind of broke up that comeback plan. We attack here for 4. Let's reach on the top here, see what other spells we can find. A little bit of burn. Well, let's use one now. Double play with fire at our opponent. Oh, there's Invoke the Winds on top again. Yep, we will just leave that right there. And yeah, pass it on back. Opponent with a Vindicator. Oh, I'm sorry, opponent. Normally great against our deck because all of our removal, well, almost all now. We do have the Piranhas in here now. Let's do, oh, am I 1 mana shy on King Darien? Oh, it's white and green. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I told you, I do not play King Darien. Yeah, normally our deck, very burn-based at getting rid of creatures, but not today so much. Let's get some mana first with Chandra. Gonna get a free copy of Invoke here, but not terribly relevant. But it does enable us to get in for some free attacks. And hopefully has broken our opponent's spirit to the point where they just concede. There we go. All right, good game. All right, well, for a Spellslingery deck, we have a lot of auras in our opening hand. Nice Restless Spire here, so let's lead with that. Might want to keep this lounge in hand if we start flooding off the top. Okay, can't keep a mana creature around. We're going to Lightning Strike this. I've seen some early lists for red and green rampy dinosaurs. Don't know what to think of it yet. But those color combinations are always a little bit scary. Okay, clearly on dinosaurs now. Hulking Raptor. Well, let's cycle here. Raptor comes down. We keep drawing lands. I'm going to main phase this Piranhas. We're going to have to pay the 2 ward cost, but I think that's worth it. Oh, just so good. Just removes that ability from the creature. Of course, the opponent has a backup copy of the Hulking Raptor. Hits us for 1 with the skeletonized version. And more lands off the top here, so... Options. We can Piranhas the second dinosaur, although it's not that big of a deal. We could Lightning Strike it later on. More mana creatures. There's a threat. Dracosaur. Not counterable, thanks to the Cavern of Souls. Yeah, that's a dinosaur I'm kind of worried about, although these raptors do hit pretty hard. All right, let's draw here. More lands. All right. Got to put Piranhas on the Dracosaur. Still leaves a sizable amount of power on our opponent's board. And we're just having a Abrade here. Well, let's do it while we can. Hit the Raptor with the Abrade, pay the 2. And then pass it on over here. Not enough left to activate our Spire. More Cavern of Souls. Alright, well, we've reduced our opponent's dinosaur army to a few 1/1s and an enabler. Confounding Riddle the draw. Alright, let's fire up the Spire. Don't think we're going to be blocking yet. I mean, if it's a big, hasty dinosaur, the Spire's not doing anything anyway. Let's put Fading Hope on the bottom, try to get something bigger and more businesslike. Drop our opponent to 18 with that. What in the world? Alani's Hatcher. Oh, that was the wrong mode. Oh. All right, well, we're taking Chandra. Okay, maybe Chandra can clean this up. Oh, I meant to counter that. Oh, this is not... Okay, we're going to try. We're going to try. We're not totally dead. I thought the Hatcher had haste. It does not. Okay. Okay, that could have been much worse. We're at 6. We drew an Abrade. We have Chandra. Is there a way we can get out of this? Okay, Chandra. 2 mana left over. We're going to Abrade the Hatcher and the Hatched Dinosaur token with the free copy. Okay, that leaves our opponent with 3 power. Check out that creature. Okay, not a big deal. Let's go... What do we think that last card is? I don't think it matters. All right, let's get rid of the 2 enchanted creatures. Okay, that was close. Oh, come on. Of course. All right, opponent's got another Hatcher. Well, very lucky that the Hatcher itself does not have haste. Swings the 3/3 into Chandra, leaving it at 1. Why didn't you attack with the Mana Dork? All right, Chandra, find me something to do here. Double big score and a riddle. Well, that's big score with old Chandra here. Need something. Play with fire. Invoke the Winds. Invoke the Winds. It has been your time today. Let's see. I think... Yeah, we got to go ahead and do it. We got to go ahead and do it. So no copy, since we already copied the big score, but we took the biggest thing. And I think we can hit this 3/3 with a double play with fire. Okay, opponent's got another mana creature. Triumphant Chomp. All right. Well, if we destroy the big dinosaur, our Hatcher should live. Is that right? Yes, it dropped down to 2 damage. Excellent. All right, so they can still attack if they want to with the 1/1. But, I'm just going to keep the Hatcher. Chandra's okay at 1 loyalty. Big score. All right. All right, let's go for it. Big score. We're going to discard Shivan Reef. Okay, we draw another Invoke the Winds, Piranhas, and a Stoke the Flames. Chandra. Yeah, I guess go find me some spells. There's a riddle. Well, opponent's got a ton of mana. Well, not a ton, I shouldn't say that. All right, let's activate the Spire. We need some scrying here. Lightning Strike on the top. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, opponent blocks with an egg. Conserving that life total. I mean, between Chandra finding spells and copying things, burning our opponent out might actually be a path to victory here. Yeah, okay. Huh. So, Paleontologist trying to exile the Hatcher. Not enough mana left to play it, though, since it's a 5-drop and they've only got 4 mana. So I think if we do this, let's stoke the Paleontologist. Yes, Chandra will copy that. And we'll hit one of these mana creatures with the second stoke. Okay, opponent exiles another dinosaur. So I don't think they'll be able to play it, though, next turn. I think it's dependent... Yeah, there it goes. It's dependent upon the creature remaining in play. Opponent might not have known... Oh, ooh. All right. Good game. All right. I mean, Confounding Riddle is here. Play with fire and Lightning Strike. Let's get it started here. Interesting. Opponent on black and white so far. All right, let's play our lounge. Get some lands down there that are not so painful. This could be a struggle of a control matchup here. Let's just pass it on back. Turn 4, no Shieldred. Could be a Wanderer. Turn 4, but no big score in sight. At least we've got Flashy Malcolm here. Yeah, let's try to get some action out of our opponent. Flash in Malcolm here. Fateful Absence. Alright, so not the worst. Let's go ahead and crack this clue token that they gave us. So we very expensively cycled Malcolm out of our hand. Alright, well, we've got a Chandra to work towards. Opponent's at 6 mana. Oh, the white Lost Caverns God. Well, we are definitely countering that. Don't need anybody making triplicate tokens anytime soon. Well, with the shields down, let's try to get Chandra to stick. And she can go find us a spell for later. We'll have access to these until the end of our next turn. We can see a Kaya. Oh, Ossification from our opponent. Ouch. Takes out the Chandra. Follow up with an Elsbeth. Alright, so they're going to go digging. Probably have some wedding announcements in there. Oh, they just find a Murex. It does produce tokens, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Alright, well, I think, first of all, let's go big score. Discard 1 Play with Fire. Lands and some treasures off the top. Let's go Play with Fire on Elsbeth over there. Yeah, and unfortunately, just got to pass it back. Nothing yet to dig into the top of our library and find some more business spells. Oh, Arcane Bombardment's like, you rang? All right, well, let's see. What do we got down here? Oh, yeah, there's some good spells down here. Well, it's business time. What do you got, opponent? Gonna make a token? All right, Murex online. That's not a huge concern. That's going to take a while to finish us, even if we don't focus on those tokens. Yeah, let's point this at the opponent's face. We get the Scry. Activate Bombardment right now. Okay, there's a big score. Let's get rid of Eaten by Piranhas. Alright, 2 lands the draw. Let's see what Play with Fire gets us. Oh yeah, Riddle. Riddle's great. Riddle can help us dig to the next thing. Okay. Well, we can't confound this even if we draw it off the big score. Opponent's got 4 mana left over here. Yeah, we just got to let it go for now. Well, it's not indestructible, though. It just comes back as a land. Ouch. So opponent instantly pops the Murex, makes 3 tokens. Tell you what. Let's Lightning Strike our opponent. Okay, we pick up a Play with Fire. We got big score. Let's pitch an island to that. Let's Play with Fire our opponent. Riddle's pretty good. Let's keep that. Kind of just need to take a look at our options here. So token coming over. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take the 1. 1 poison counter. But threatening to attack with a lot of mites next turn. Alright, I want to stoke something. I don't know. Opponents at 14. Do we just kind of go for it? I think we do. Oh yeah, we got 2 Play with Fires under here. 8 damage headed for the opponent. And we can big score, hopefully into more. I think we just got to go for it. These mites won't kill us. High enough life total where the god's not going to bring us down. Oh, wow. There's a Chandra, too. Lounge to the bottom. Stoke brings him to 6. Wait, I think we can do it this way. Chandra. Okay, Chandra lands. Opponent tapped out.
Enough talking. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's not first spell of the turn. It's just only once per turn on this ability. Chandra doubles up Lightning Strike, and we got 6 exactly. All right. Oh, man. Good game.